I don't know if they liked it as much as Pedro Pascal like Paddington Bear, because he might be in the new Paddington Bear 3. But if you watch The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, you know he loves himself some Paddington too. So it only makes sense. It only makes sense if he comes on and does be the lead villain apparently in Paddington 3. But he's up for it. They've offered him a contract. He hasn't come back to say if he's doing it or not. There's only one little catch in this, is that right now he's shooting Gladiator, which we talked about last week.
Right now.
He's so hot right now. He's working everywhere. So he's working on Gladiator right now. And on top of this, starts shooting in a month, something like that. So it's like BSP, Velma sucks. But if it happens, I don't know if he can work with this schedule. So they might offer him the contract with this schedule. I mean, it might not work out. They can actually do it anyways. But it would be a fun thing for fans that watch The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Of course, it's about Nick Cage. And then, of course, Pedro plays this mega massive fan who pays $1 million to come to his birthday party. But it's a fun movie. If you haven't seen it, just watch it. It's fun. But they joke about Paddington Bear. So when I saw this, I laughed my ass off that they want him to play the villain in Paddington Bear too. But, I don't know if it's going to happen. It might not. But what do you think, Sabrina? Do you want to see him be in a Paddington Bear 3?
I mean, I didn't watch any Paddingtons, which I feel bad about because I used to like them when I was a child. However, when they say the villain in Paddington, is he going to be himself, or is he going to be a fake thing, like a voice? Is it how does that work?
They have not said. There's no details.
World?
I think he would be himself. I think Paddington's with the real world.
Paddington's live action, except for Paddington himself.
Live action is very unspecific because they call The Lion King live action, and they're just lions.
I think the humans are actual.
So only So Paddington in Paddington 1 and 2, there was a human enemy. Who is a human enemy to a poor little bear?
I didn't watch it. I don't have children, so I didn't watch it.
I just think it's a fun inside thing if he comes and does this. And I hope if he does do this, they get Nick Cage to be in it too, because that would be epic.
I would prefer him to be a voice. I don't want to see people I like be bad, even though I've proven myself wrong when Cate Blanchett was the sister in Thor Ragnarok and killed the shit out of it, and I loved.
She was fantastic.
Loved her.
There's nothing Cate Blanchett cannot do.
100%. She's my favorite actress on the planet. She literally can do anything. I just don't want to see people I like be bad. It's it makes me sad. But I guess when you do a good job.
1984, Wonder Woman, he was bad.
Yeah, and I hated him in that. First of all, he looked ridiculous. That movie sucked, and I didn't enjoy it. So that's not a good example.
Rachel, you in the opposite spectrum here. Do you want to see him be a villain in Paddington? You want to fight a bear? What do you think?
I think he could do it. I think Pedro Pascal is incredibly talented, and he could be very good at anything he wants to do. I think it would be weird to see him in a villain role.
Correct.
But you know what? People have pulled off villain roles that we haven't expected to be able to do.
Oh my God, that is Paddington. He looks like Rocket.
So
that's Paddington.
He has a real Rocket vibe, Paddington. I might get behind this movie now.
Rocket Raccoon Paddington crossover.
Yeah. It looks like a wholesome Rocket, though.
I bet you if he picks up that hat, Groot's gonna come out.
Well, he might have something else underneath that hat. You never know. It's a little creature.
Pedro Pascal has made a huge resurgence online, on TikTok. People started making thirst videos about him, which I thought was really funny.
Been going on forever. Isn't there some daddy thing that's been going on with him?
Daddy Pascal.
Good old Daddy Pascal.
No, but there is
people are thirsting. People are thirsting over Pascal. So you know what? Lean into it. Get as many jobs as you possibly can. Hold on. The internet is fickle.
Really quick, there is everyone should Google this. I wish I had a link to give you. And after the show, I will put it on the YouTube page. Pedro Pascal did a ad for Happy Socks where he dances around in his underwear for a solid minute and a half.
Happy Socks?
Anyone who is thirsty for some Pedro Pascal, check out his Happy Socks ad campaign. I believe it was from 2019. A light Google will find it, no problem. You will not be sad about it. You will not be sad about it.
She knows exactly how long that video is too.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because my boss's daughter showed me. It's all of the Pedro daddy thing. That's why I was like, well, I bet you. I wish I could text her right now. I'd be like, what was the thing? because she was like, and I was like, what? He is like oddly, like, I just don't see people being like, oh my God, he's so hot. Like, obviously, people.
Maybe it's an attitude thing. Maybe he's just got a lot of riz. He's got like so much charisma going on.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but like, I was shocked. And so she showed me 100 videos. And while we were doing this in the rabbit hole, I found this Happy Socks ad that we were both enamored by. And we watched it at least 15 times. You're right, Lexi. He was the best part of that movie, but the movie still ultimately sucked.